This is the hottest and most respected country in the world. That's not a parody headline. That's what Donald Trump just said, on camera, celebrating his 6-month mark like he just saved the planet. According to him, America is now thriving like never before. Gas prices are down, crime is gone, the world respects us again, and oh, the economy? Best in history. But is any of it actually true? Because here's the thing. When Trump grabs a microphone, facts usually exit the room. So today, we're doing what the news won't. We're asking ChatGPT, yes, the AI with no political agenda, to fact-check Trump's entire 6-month brag fest. Every claim, every stat, every big beautiful moment. And then, we're going to ask it to predict what Trump's next 6 months could look like, if things keep spiraling the way they are. Trump just gave a 6-month victory speech that sounded like something between a campaign rally and a motivational poster that forgot to make sense. He called himself the greatest president in modern history, claimed the world has never respected America more, and rattled off a list of wins that sound impressive, if you don't check. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're feeding those claims into ChatGPT, the most brutally honest AI we know, and asking it one simple question. Is any of this real? And stick around because after we're done fact-checking, we're flipping the script. ChatGPT is going to lay out what Trump's next 6 months might look like based on patterns, trends, and a whole lot of political chaos. If you care about facts and you're tired of fiction running the news cycle, then you're in the right place. Let's get started. Before we jump in, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It helps a ton with getting this kind of content out to more people, especially when we're calling out political fiction with facts. First, gather all the most recent and complete information on the Trump 6-month report card and any current developments related to the case. Once you're fully updated, just let me know that you're ready. Don't write anything yet. I want every answer to be clear, direct, and completely unbiased. Say things exactly as they are. No sugarcoating, no spin, no vague language. When I ask about Trump's 6-month plan actually involves whether it's realistic, what the motivations behind it might be, and how it aligns with facts. I want a full analysis with your honest opinion. Tell me what you truly think based on all the facts. Be detailed as possible, around 1,000 words, with no headlines, no filter, just your straightforward take. Donald Trump's self-declared 6-month report card is a mix of exaggeration, selective truth, and strategic distraction. He has framed it as a triumphant return to power, claiming the U.S. is now the hottest and most respected country in the world. That claim is empty rhetoric. Global perception data, foreign leader statements, and economic reports don't support the idea that America's global image or internal stability has significantly improved in the past 6 months. Trump is relying on repetition and bold language to shape perception, not to reflect reality. What he has actually done in 6 months is aggressive, far-reaching, and deliberately polarizing. He has signed over 170 executive actions, the most of any president at this point in a second term. That sounds impressive, but the volume doesn't mean effectiveness. Many of these orders are reversals of Biden-era policies, crackdowns on immigration, rollbacks of environmental protections, and restructuring of federal agencies. The common thread is centralization of power in the executive branch and dismantling institutions he sees as ideological enemies. The Department of Education, the EPA's Science Office, and federal diversity programs have been gutted or face mass layoffs. These are not symbolic moves. They are systematic efforts to shrink the federal government's regulatory role and sideline civil servants Trump sees as part of the so-called deep state. One of the most important legislative achievements was what he calls the One Big Beautiful Bill, a sweeping tax and spending law that slashes social safety nets, expands Trump's 2017 tax cuts, and eliminates renewable energy incentives. It's framed as pro-growth, but its real impact is long-term austerity for low-income Americans and more money for high earners. Medicaid and food stamp cuts are especially damaging during a period of economic volatility. This bill is ideological. It reflects a belief that the government should not intervene much in markets or provide wide social support. Whether you agree with that or not, the motivation is clear. reshape American fiscal policy permanently toward low-tax, low-regulation conservatism. On immigration, Trump has escalated deportation policies and created a high-pressure climate for undocumented migrants. His executive actions have empowered ICE and DHS to conduct mass arrests and deportations with minimal judicial oversight. These moves are popular with his base, but have triggered constitutional challenges, overburdened immigration courts, and humanitarian crises in multiple cities. He claims this is about restoring law and order, but the speed and breadth of enforcement suggest it's also about fear-based deterrence and proving dominance over so-called sanctuary jurisdictions. As for realism, some of his 6-month claims, like the economy booming or the U.S. being more respected, are disconnected from reality. The economy is growing, but unevenly. Inflation remains an issue. Investor confidence is shaky because of his trade unpredictability. Foreign respect is not measurable in press releases. Realistically, his base sees strength in action, while critics see chaos and instability. Both are partly right. Trump is taking massive action, but not all of it is wise, sustainable, or legal. His motivations are not purely policy-based. There's a personal vendetta in many decisions. The DOJ's efforts to unseal Epstein files, the lawsuits against the Wall Street Journal, and attacks on judges all show a man trying to settle scores and control narratives. He's not just governing, he's rewriting the script of his legacy. Every move, from immigration raids to tariffs to media lawsuits, is designed to show he's in control, he's not backing down, and he's not afraid to use the levers of power. Whether this is leadership or authoritarianism depends on where you stand, but it is absolutely deliberate. Finally, the legal landscape is important. Trump faces ongoing fallout from his past cases, classified documents, January 6th, business fraud. He's shielded by some legal immunity now, but not from all acts. He's also using his power to stall, delay, and reframe these cases. He knows that if he wins re-election again formally in November, he'll have more leverage than ever. That's the long game. Protect himself, reward allies, punish enemies, reshape the government, and never again lose control of the narrative. In short, Trump's 6-month report card is real in terms of aggressive action, but hollow in many of its claims. It reflects more about his political strategy and personal motivations than about national success. It's not governance in the traditional sense. It's political warfare with executive tools. Whether that's effective or dangerous is not just a matter of opinion. It's a test of how much a democracy can absorb before it changes into something else. And there you have it. ChatGPT just gave us a brutally honest, data-backed breakdown of Trump's first 6 months and a crystal ball peek into what's likely coming next. It's loud. It's reckless. It's all spin and spectacle. And honestly, it's starting to look less like leadership and more like a reality show that forgot when to end. Now I want to hear from you. Was this speech just more of the same Trump theater? Or do you actually believe this country is hotter and more respected than ever? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm listening. And if you made it this far, do me a favor. Smash that like button, subscribe, and share this with someone who's still trying to figure out if Trump's version of reality actually is reality. Thanks for being here. Stay sharp, stay skeptical, and I'll see you in the next one.